Ashley Trevino is the worst mom on the internet, and I have receipts.
Just because somebody has that charge does not mean that they were with the kid.
Hey everybody, if you are new here, make sure you like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all things internet drama. I cover people like Ashley Trevino, the Resilient Jenkins, the Donut Mom, and countless other bad people on the internet. But my main focus is exposing Ashley Trevino to the world. And in today's video, I'm going to show some of Ashley Trevino's worst moments, or at least her worst moments as a parent. In this first clip, Ashley likes to come on the internet and accuse others, specifically her current boyfriend's ex-wife, as someone who loves the 420. And I went back and I scoured the interwebs and I found a very old clip from 2024, back when Ashley was allegedly defrauding the government and using that money allegedly to get her some, green grass, but not like the kind of grass in my background.
You love your sister? Did Michael hit it?
Did Michael hit it? Who's Michael and what is he hitting, girl? Look, I am not a judgmental person. The thing about me is I don't care what you do. I might not agree with it, and maybe I would never do that, or maybe that's not my outlook on life in whatever capacity that could be. But I will never judge someone if they are a good person. But the moment you're a bad person and the moment you come on here and you contradict your own character just to call somebody else out on theirs to try to make yourself look better, I'm going to call you out and I'm going to come with receipts. If there's one thing that you guys know about me on this channel, I'm going to have receipts. And that's thanks to my husband, girl, because he's always like, show the receipts, show the receipts. And when I tell you, it took me forever to find evidence that Ashley herself does the little puff puff pass ceremony that she is always trying to throw Joanna on the bus for doing herself. How can you come on the internet and be hypocritical, Ashley? Why do you care what she's doing? And why are you trying to make Fester's ex-wife look bad when you're doing the exact same thing? And you're even worse than Joanna, because I guarantee that we can't pull up any clips of Joanna doing what you're doing in this next clip. And if you ever thought about buying her cameos or sending her galaxies, make sure that you really pay attention to what's going on this clip, because once you see and hear what she says and what she's doing in this clip, you'll never want to send her your pennies ever again.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Can I take you to my crib?
Sure, go ahead. Just don't fucking take advantage of my daughter.
Wait, what you said?
Just don't make me a grandma and take advantage of her.
In that clip, that is Eviana. That is Ashley's youngest daughter. And at the time of this clip, it was in 2024. Eviana is 13 right now. She's going to turn 14 in 2026. In 2024, during this video, she was 11 years old. 11. She was barely a preteen. And she's standing beside her mother, listening to an inmate ask Ashley if she, an 11-year-old, hello, is this thing on? An 11-year-old? Asking if that 11-year-old can come to his crib. What the do you want with an 11-year-old at your crib, you weirdo? I wish I knew who she was talking to on the phone, but I wasn't into the Ashley stuff then. Hell, to be honest with you, I wasn't even on the internet like that back then. So I don't know who this person is. I only have this clip. This is the only clip that I can find on the internet, and it's always one of Evie's face blocked out, thankfully. But Eviana, it is Eviana because of the height. Haley is taller, so we know it's Eviana. It's Eviana. The girl is 11 years old in this clip. Why would some random inmate be asking Ashley if she can come to his crib? And why is this Ashley's response? This one clip is the one reason I will never, ever stop talking about Ashley. I know there's like a movement on TikTok where people are like, I'm not going to talk about Ashley anymore. Well, guess what? I love that for you. You're a better person than me, because I will not stop talking about Ashley until all of her platforms are gone, until she is demonetized on every single platform that she has. Because the fact that she sat there and did her bullshit to this inmate that she probably met 2 weeks ago and says, just don't take advantage of my daughter. Don't make me a grandma. What the are you talking about, you weird bitch? I swear, if anybody deserved what she's getting right now, it's Ashley Trevino. And I tell you what, if I ever saw Ashley in person, I can't even say it on the internet, but just know that when you say stuff like that, all I can think about are the kids who were subject to being exploited by people like you and by people like the person that you were talking to on the phone that takes advantage of little kids and takes their childhoods away from them. If you only knew how nasty, gross, and disgusting you are, you would disappear and not let anybody ever know where you are. This clip is the one clip that I will constantly remind myself of anytime I think, oh, maybe she is trying to change. No, you're not. No, you're not. You can't go 2 days without being a nasty, horrible, no good person. You're gross. You were disgusting. And if you thought that clip was bad, just listen to the way she tries to justify PDF files in this next clip.
Just because somebody has that charge does not mean that they were with the kid. Does not mean that the kid was like 5 years old either.
What the fuck do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, it doesn't mean it was a 5-year-old. So if it's a 6-year-old, it's okay? What are you talking about, you weirdo? That behavior is scary. And thank God that nothing has happened to Haley or Eviana. But you know what? Stuff happens to so many little girls and little boys out there when they're 5 and they're 6. And it's because of weird people like you. There are parents out there that do everything they can to protect their children, and it still happens to them. So the fact that you come on here and you go, you when you're talking to some random person you just met, somebody that gives you validation and says that you're pretty, when we all know you're fucking chopped as hell, you think it's okay to come on here and try to justify anything that any man or woman does to humiliate a little child and to degrade a little child and to take innocence away from a little child. You are so fucking weird and gross. But go on, Ashley. Let's listen to whatever else you have to say, because I'm sure it's riveting.
Guys, because it could be a teenager lying about their age.
Yeah, that was so fucking stupid. You're so weird. And you know what else is weird? The fact that Ashley, back in the day, I think this is from 2024, 2023, maybe early 2025. I don't know, girl. But she is just now realizing that her own daughter has curly hair. How the f do you go your child's whole childhood, adolescence, preteen, into teen years not knowing that their hair is curly, girl, and y'all want to send her money? Stop sending her money, you weirdos. Ew. I'm gonna calm down. Just watch the clip.
Where do I put this in?
What, baby? Like the same way you put the other thing. Like just go like that. Scrunch it up, yeah. Your hair's curly? You have curly hair? Seriously, bro? Evie has curly hair. Okay, let me see.
Okay, I'm calm. I'm calm. It's okay. Homegirl just don't know what kind of texture her daughter's hair is. Do you know what texture your child's hair is? Is it curly, straight, wavy? Do you know? I'm pretty sure you know, but she doesn't know. But that's okay. I'm calm. I'm calm. But you know what? I might not be calm after you see this clip, because this is a very old clip of Ashley on a live stream, and I've played it as like an overlay as B-roll on other videos before, but we're gonna see this clip in its entirety. It is censored, but it's basically Ashley on live back when she was still the inmate hopper, and she's basically like servicing a man in a car. It's really gross and disgusting that she was able to keep her accounts for as long as she was.
It'd be the booty for me.
Is it the booty for you?
It'd be the booty for me.
So I guess he likes flat booties. Okay, whatever. If that's your vibe, dude, that's your vibe. But you know what? Whatever floats your boat, whatever kind of tea you like to drink, whatever kind of flat booties you like to smack. In this next clip, Ashley's telling us how she used to, well, basically treat her daughter like crap. And why? Well, because she was jealous, of course.
Whenever we lived with her dad, I used to pull her by the hair because I was so mad at her. Like, I feel like he loved her more than he loved me. And so, like, I took my anger out on her. And she doesn't even, like, hate me for that. Like, she doesn't even remember that. I used to, like, I don't even want to say this on live because of how I used to treat her. But, like, when she would make me mad, like, she would take off running and I would just, like, yank her by the hair and, like, pull her. And she would be like, Mom, what are you doing? But she was, like, little. And I didn't know that that was, like, not the way to treat your daughter, you know? And so, like, my poor baby, she used to, like, I used to do that with her because I used to be so mad at her, like, what are you doing, you know? And so I would, like, pull her by the hair.
You were young too, no?
I was a young mom raising her, and she still loves me till this day. And so now whenever I think about it, I'm like, bro, like, I treated her like crap, and she still loves me.
Okay. So how do you not know that that's not the right thing to do? How do you think pulling your child by the hair as they're running away is the right thing to do? And how do you think that you can justify it by saying I was jealous? That is so weird. But that embodies the type of person that Ashley is. She does not like females. She is jealous of all females. And she tries to project and tell everybody on the internet that, oh, you're just jealous of me. You want my life. You want to look like me. You want to be me. But really, that's Ashley. She wants to look like, be like, and act like anybody else is not her. And for her to, like, come online and admit that and think that people are going to be accepting of her, it's just not the case. It would be one thing if she came online and said, hey, this is who I was. I'm not that person anymore. These are the things I've done. These are the ways that I've advocated for, like, child abuse and things like that. But she doesn't do that. She comes on the internet and she makes excuses and she blames other people. And part of the problem with that is the fact that so many people and so many tea pages want views off of Ashley that they glaze her, that they tell her all the things that her little nasty, gross brain wants to hear, or what's left of it. They come on here and they say that she's a good person, that she's trying to change, that nobody knows her story, that she needs to just keep on her hustle and get her bag. But that's not who Ashley is. Ashley will never, in my opinion, care about her kids. All she ever will care about is that bag, that money, and those pennies that you guys keep sending her on Cameo. And in this next clip, I have even more evidence of Ashley Trevino treating her daughters horribly. So if we thought that she just was treating her kids bad when they were little, it's continued into their teen years. And this is one of the reasons, in my opinion, that her daughters are not able or not allowed to live with her. If that clip wasn't evidence enough of the fact that Ashley Trevino is never going to change, in this next little bit of the clip, you're going to hear where Ashley's explaining what happened and trying to justify it and blame it on her child. Her child.
How did the glass break? I threw the glass. I fucking threw the glass. I broke my phone too. My phone's broke right now. Yeah, they let me go. They said somebody from New York called the cops. This is not the first time this shit has happened. 2 days ago, me and my daughter got into it. And she didn't stay with me because she threw a chair at me and my leg is bruised. She put her hands on me. And I already had told her, stop putting your fucking hands on me, bro. This is not the first time she's done that shit. I have a big ass bruise on my leg because she threw the fucking chair.
But what do you guys think about today's video? What do you think about all the clips from the Wayback Machine showing that Ashley Trevino is a nasty, horrible person? What do you think about the fact that Ashley Trevino, from the beginning, it didn't start with Santos, but from the beginning, she has come on live and exposed her body and done highly inappropriate and sexual things on the internet for views? What do you think about the fact that Ashley continues to come on the internet and contradict herself on a weekly basis? What do you think about the fact that Ashley Trevino admitted to being a bad mom to her kids when they were small? And then we have video evidence of her being a bad mom to her kids in their preteen and teen years. Make sure you let me know in the comments below. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if you want to stay up to date on all things internet drama, make sure you like and subscribe. Until next time, bye. Don't be a bad mom. And stop sending her money. Ew, gross. Okay, bye.